What is going on, guys? It's your boy Q Carnshooter today, and today I got a kind of a more, I want to say, wouldn't be saying it's not more somber, but more kind of like from the gut commentary, stuff that you guys know me for, and just something that's straight from me, and it's just none of this stuff scripted or none of that crap. Well, you guys know I don't really script shit because I kind of just wing it, but I kind of just want to just talk about something today. And before, I do all that, I just want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and whatever endeavors that you guys are going into in the 2015. I hope you guys, do well, and I hope, what the world and the future has for you guys. Bring you what you need and what you want out of life. But today I kind of want to talk to you about someone that's been kind of close to me, especially ever since I was younger. And it's hard for me to talk about this because there's so much just close to me and things that I feel about the issue. And it sucks. It's kind of like even when I'm making this commentary, I'm a little teary-eyed because it sucks because when you look up to someone and you hold someone to prestige just so dearly, you just want the best for them and you want the most for them. And and that's the type of love I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone that was an inspiration to me and someone that I hold very close to me and who has always been a supporter of me when I was, even when I was a child, and that's my Uncle Charlie. He's always been a great guy, and primarily the reason why I'm here today is because he's one of those people that supported me in whatever I did, no matter how advantageous, because he knew I had what it took and what the brains and the knowledge and what I wanted to do to go forward. And he's always been supportive, and he was the one guy that I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old. He got me my first Super Nintendo. I had Mega Man, Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario World, and it was like one of the greatest Christmas ever, where I got a new game system, and I was very happy. And he used to sit down after school, when I come home from school and finish my homework, we used to sit there and play Mortal Kombat 2 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 all the time, and Killer Instinct. We would have fun and play, and he was always very supportive of me. He always knew I was better than what my pretenses or any cultural and societal norm had against me. He knew I had it in me to overcome that, and he's been kind of and he's always given me words to think about and things to think about and stuff that will tickle my mind, so I can better myself. And he's always been there for me, and he's given me opportunities, and he's been kind of like a pseudo father to me growing up, because if you guys didn't know, I grew up with my mom was a single mother, and my uncles and my aunts were all I had, and along with my grandmother and my grandfather, they were really all I had. And he was always there. He was always really supportive of what I did. He always helped me, and he always did cool things. He didn't want me to have a sheltered life, and he always was very cool. He was the cool uncle that everyone looked up to, and all that. And he was this overall great guy, and I loved him for all the things he did and all those times he spent, and because he didn't make my childhood dull. And a lot of things that I did gaming wise, I kind of transitioned over. He got me my first Super Nintendo. Him and my uncle, my other uncle, got me a PlayStation 1, and then eventually my mom and my stepdad ended up getting me a PlayStation 2. So they put me on that path of gaming long while ago, and I couldn't appreciate it more in all those times. Being little, getting my butt whooped using Sub-Zero, and he's using Cabal or whatever, just getting my butt whooped on the Super Nintendo. But anyways, just kind of fast forwarding now, and I know it's gonna be real personal and deep commentary, but I look towards it now, and I just came home from spending Christmas with my family, and he's having a rough time, and just everything surrounding the issues and all that, and everything around his wife and kids, and I see the kids aren't exactly happy either, and it's rough. It's like it's rough when, like I said, like you put someone to a high esteem and someone that is going out of their way to really make a positive impression and and promote positivity in my life, and it saddens me. You know, I wish there was something I could have done, and I know I made mistakes in the past, especially, and he knows it. There's things I wish I could take back, or things that I could do now that help them, and it's just, I don't want to get into it, but it's like, it sucks. It sucks when you kind of like look at like your childhood hero and you see him kind of struggling, and I want him to, you know, and he's getting old. He's getting older. He's an older guy now, and the things he does, it really touches my heart because he's a better, in every way possible. He's a better man than I can ever aspire to be, and he's doing these things out of his heart, out of his love for his family, his children, and stuff like that. And it touches me because, you know, there's very few people that are willing to do that. There's very, very few people that are willing to make those sacrifices for the betterment of their family. I mean, again, I'm not discrediting anyone out there. There's plenty of great dads and great, you know, moms out there that'll do whatever it takes for their children. I'm not discrediting no one, but just in this day and age, like, more often than none, there's just not a lot of people out there that are willing to make those sacrifices and really to look at life in a microscopic manner and put everything under a microscope and say, this is what I need to do and this is what I need to accomplish in order for, you know, because I'm not going to let my children suffer. And for me, it touches my heart because, you know, he's such a hardworking guy, and he's such, you know, he's so resilient, and, you know, and it sucks, and I know my friend Travis is going through this, and I know my Uncle Charlie's going through this, but they deserve better, and you can't, and I'm not saying that just because he's like my childhood hero, but he's literally one of the strongest men that I know to walk this earth. He is so strong and resilient. He does what he needs to do, and he doesn't deserve. He doesn't like Abby. Abby doesn't deserve this. Charlie doesn't deserve this, and I'm saying it because it's like it's again hardship. I mean, you look at everything in terms of hardship and how it is. And I'm an outsider looking into the situation, and I felt like he's at a point, I mean, he suffered for so many years to really get to where he needs to be, and he doesn't deserve the shit that he gets. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you see, you know, blue guys that work blue and white collar jobs that work 15, 40. I know people that work 20 hours a day to put food on the table for their children, and I was just for lost for words for a second, but, you know, to a point, you know, these guys need something better, you know, something better so they can lead better lives, and they don't deserve the shit that the world regurgitates to them, and they don't deserve the bullshit that comes with it, and I sympathize so much with these people because at the end of the day, it's not their fault, but they're taking the consequences so much better than I would. I would have flipped out. I would have been angry. I would have just destroyed shit. I'll be honest, I wouldn't know how to control myself nor to conduct myself in those situations. But how these guys present themselves is heartwarming, and it's inspiring to me that this is what they think is the necessary route, even though it is ultimately the harder route for them. But they're doing it out of love, and that's the craziest thing. It's out of pure love, and that's why, like, my Uncle Charlie is such an inspiration to me because he's done so much strictly out of pure love. And I think if we can teach other people, teach our children that, teach and if we start instilling those values in our everyday lives, I think we'd be much happier. I think honestly we would be a lot happier. But anyways, Uncle Charlie, if you're if you're seeing this video, I know I kind of rambled in the middle half, but you're honestly really an inspiration to me, and just everything you've done has kind of has been fuel in the back burner for me to really make progressive pushes, especially with Erase Gaming, my internship, my career choices, what I do next in life. Like, you're always going to be a factor, a motivating factor for me, because what you do and what you stand for, and, you know, how you are and what you do what needs to be done, despite the sacrifices needed to be made. I think that's where I gotta start making those big sacrifices. And Charlie, man, you're the best. I love you, man. You've always been there for me, and yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys like the commentary. It's kind of been a little heartwarming for me and kind of touching, but I hope you appreciate this commentary. Like always, guys, I hope you guys have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'm out. Peace. Take it easy, guys.